Thank you. That's very kind. Guys, look. Oh my god. 5 hours and 30. Holy smokes, huh? Well, you guys, I'll see you at 6 a.m. I actually probably will be live really early. I'm an early bird these days. Working has changed my sleep schedule. Probably be on at like 8 a.m. Yippee! I can abuse the cry more. No, what about a happy? Okay, guys, I'm going to send my model to sleep. It's because I don't have any lights on in my room and also my internet gets whack. Alright, get off. There we go. And I should charge my phone. Oh, she's even got her mouth open. She's gonna drool. Alright, guys, we're gonna tuck vacuously in. And I guess you have like the real life vacuously now. Hey guys, how's it going? Hey guys, I guess I can talk in my real voice. Hey guys. Wait, hey. Hello everybody. I don't know, maybe something like that. Hi. Hey guys, let's have no enthusiasm in my voice, and this is what I actually sound like. Somebody asked me a question. Ugh. Sorry, wait, I was gonna get too excited and read the message. Who is this? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Why is she talking about sleeping? No, there's like 2 different vacuousies. It's like yin and yang. There's vacuously the streamer, and then there's like vacuously the real person. And now you guys are currently speaking to vacuously the real person. Hey everybody, nice to meet you. My name's Vac. I don't bite, I promise. Are you half sugar glider? I'm really trying hard not to get in my excited voice. This is me in real life. But are you half sugar glider or 1/8 like how Bostonians are Irish? I'm actually full sugar glider. I ate sugar once and then I also flew in a glider plane, so here we are. The mask has come off. I should have kept it on, right? Stay hydrated. I haven't finished my drink, to be fair. How were you able to barely stall for a week during the last Forever-a-thon? That's a great question. I don't think a whole lot of stalling happened last year. I think it was mainly video gaming. We did video gaming and we had 15 hours of doing a fucking puzzle piece, which honestly is up there with the world's worst stream alongside Jump King. Thank you. I just rewatched the Kudo and got called a liar. What is this? Injustice? No. I can't remember what you said, but it was a lie. What was the lie line? Oh, the streamer's memory's like a sieve. Guys, I'm sorry. I just had to read a lot of messages. And maybe they merged. I'm happy to see your growth throughout the years. No, it wasn't that one. Yeah, I'm holding off my horses so you become the first VTuber I watch before anybody else. Ashinado, it's a lie. Oh my god, my eyes are so fucking tired. Jesus Christ. I'm ready to sleep. Will you play Blueprints tomorrow? Time dependent. I think we're gonna prioritize origami, maybe, if you guys want a morning origami session. Does anybody have paper? Oh, you guys I should have like yelled at you to go and get paper and we could have tried origami. There's still time. You guys go find a notebook and rip out some paper and we'll try and learn origami together. Yes. I used to dislike VTubers like Pyro. Pyroman? You hate Pyroman? Hello? Who is it then? Me. Guys, what is a VTuber? Can somebody define VTubers really quickly? A VTuber is somebody who uses a virtual avatar. What am I doing? Guys, I'm already one. I mean, the other half of me is already one. The vacuously of real life. Sorry, guys, I'm a real person. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. My bad. A VTuber is a cringe person role-playing online for money. I'm not role-playing. But I am here for money. I'm here for one day only. How many times have I told you? Guys, I'm a businesswoman. Oh, my hot chocolate tastes like shit. It's so cold. Who distracted me? Okay, that's out of order. No! My candle's finished. It's dying. Because when you're smiling. Tomorrow I think we're going to sing karaoke. Oh, but I kind of want to do it when I'm home alone. Oh, guys, what if we did 2 karaoke sessions? Oh, I could totally do karaoke now. I couldn't. It's like bedtime. Like cozy karaoke. Guys, I'll sing softly so I don't get kicked out my house. I got milk chocolate with hazelnut chunks. Where's mine? Pyro's VTuber. Pyro's one of my favorite. Oh, Pyro is my favorite VTuber. What the hell? I haven't seen a Pyro man stream in like 3 years. That guy's crazy. Be happy again. Well, guys, shall I bring the other vacuously back? Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your girl vacuously. Back at it again. Whee! Oh, you know what I should do? I should bring... Oh my god, she's in the void. She's in the vacuous. Okay, hold. Dun, 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 dun. Is anybody else tired right now? Hey guys. Oh, don't mind half my body being severed. Okay, I need to rotate you. Keep smiling. Is there an easy way to rotate something in OBS? Never figured that one out. The whole world. Keep holding, keep holding, keep holding. No, she's going the wrong way at rotation. Okay, I'm bad with the... We're on the plus rotation. We're on a plus. Meow. Now I have to line this up perfectly. Okay. Almost, almost. Wait, wrong way. Shit, she did it again. If we go down by like a pixel. Okay, she's not quite there yet. Sorry guys, it's like the necessary setup. I think that's it. One. Is that it? Ah, good enough for me. Good enough for me. Alright, let's move her over a bit. Hello everyone. It's me. Am I too big? Maybe. Let's go a little bit smaller. Hi guys. Hello. What happened to your legs? They're there. It's just like it's like a Minecraft world. They're still rendering in, you know? Like just like you just gotta give it a little bit of time, right? I'm very tired. I can read you guys a bedtime story. Would you guys like to be read too? Okay. Should we wrap in the night like this? I can go and try and grab a book. Fuck it, I'll Google a book. What are they gonna do? Smite me down? What's a good book to read for bed? Something that's gonna knock people out. Best... Oh, what if we read like a creepypasta? Creepypasta. You guys want a scary bedtime story? You'll read 15 seconds? No, I'll read for like 5 minutes. Okay. Does anybody know a really good creepypasta? Read Ben Drowned. Okay. Ben Drowned. This one was brought in December 19th. Okay. Look, we need ambience. Horror ambience. Rain. Can you read us Odyssey from Homer for sleep? Oh, sorry, guys. The copy pasta, it came first. Quantum field theory. Fucking hell, that would knock anybody out like a light. Lovecraftian thunderstorm. Okay. All right. Should we go under... What category am I under, actually? Wait, what category? Nightbot? Oh, fucking hell, it's been a while since we did that. Game books, I'm pretty sure. What's it called? There's an actual category for, like, reading. Game reading. Is it like reading and podcasts? Shit, I don't know the category. Does anybody know the category? Game. Maybe we just go into books. Okay, guys. Oh, my Chrome is now gonna crash. I think my PC's had enough today. Yep, my Chrome is not having a good time. Writing and reading. Oh, thank you. Okay. So, how long does this take to read? 47 minutes? Sarah! And that's reading in your head. It's not reading out loud. Sarah, I don't know whether we can do this one. Any other suggestions? Are we writing a novel? No, we're reading a novel. Wait, let me see what else is highly ranked. No, I actually feel like my PC's gonna crash. Huh. How peculiar. It just started. I've pressed about 5 to close 5 tabs. And I can't scroll down. I'm gonna level with you. There we go, it loaded. Fine, I guess. Okay, let me close all of these. Guys, does anybody not like scary things? Because I'm one of those people. Okay, just let me let it do its thing, because this is making me stall. Candle Cove. Oh, I've read that one. I probably would read it again and not realize. I've probably read this. It's my scary, and I'll scare if I want to. Scare if I want to. Scare. Okay. Are you guys ready? You want to guess how long it takes? There's an image of this like Zelda looking thing that says you shouldn't have done that. Yeah. I recommend Candle Cove. Should be easy to read. Mommy Sleeps in the Basement is 5 minutes. Guys, I could do a 5-minute one. Asimov, that looks like a virus to me. The last question. Oh, there was a big word. I saw the word entropy. Couldn't tell you what it means, but I've definitely entropy. I'd have to listen to it in a conversation. Don't do you? Yeah, you don't know what they're teaching in schools these days. Come on. Teaching my kids these. No. Okay. Let's read. Okay, wait. Oh my god, I'm so indecisive. They could be woke. Listen, guys, you'd rather be awoke than asleep. Am I right, fellas? If you guys want to be asleep this entire time, you're gonna waste your entire life. It's my scary and I'll scare if I want to. Okay. Fuck it, let's just read Ben. Okay, this is a bedtime story. It's meant to make us oh guys, we're supposed to, okay, let's go to asleep. Get it twisted. Ready? Steady. Go. Finally. Okay, I'll keep reading until I mess up. I've got 5 lives, okay? Finally, after a long day, the moment you get to yourself, you take a deep breath. Sigh out the weight of the day's pressures and collapse onto a beanbag, lifting the controller to load up a game and enjoy some much-needed escapism. This time, however, escape might not be so easy. This time, you have loaded up an old retro game that you bought from a garage sale, a lesser-known offshoot from a well-known game franchise that you've always had a soft spot for. Unfortunately, though, you are clearly not the only person who had affection for this game, or even the only one exploring this game's pixelated reality, because on the game's leaderboard, another name, the name of the game's previous owner, flashes brilliantly. This previous owner has left his mark on the game, but has not necessarily left. As you continue with the gameplay, glitches begin to appear. Operations and scenarios that shouldn't be possible begin to unfold, and increasingly you get the feeling that although it is your hands on the controller, it is you who is being controlled. Suddenly the screen changes. An oddly discordant tune, warped by the slow drag of playing backwards, rings out from the speakers, and a face, at once familiar and somehow changed, appears on the screen. As long crimson streaks of fresh blood drip from the eye sockets, the face, staring forever outward, seems to see without seeing, staring at you, through you, into you. It is at this point that you begin to realize you shouldn't have done that. Wow. Guys, that was the synopsis. Ben drowned. Part 1, Day 4. Huh? Where was Day 1? Or is this still the overview and synopsis at a glance? I don't know what it is. 5 lives. I should have gone for 9. The old cat in me should have spoke. Overview and synopsis at a glance. As genuinely unnerving as it was groundbreaking, the creepypasta story of Ben Drowned has been widely praised for not only establishing some of the central tropes used by later creepypasta narratives, but also for its use of multimodal storytelling, employing various formats, episodic unfolding, and audience interaction, with the central elements to construct its universe and mythos. So if I scroll down, it starts Ben Drowned Creepypasta, and then it's Ben Drowned Part 1 Day 4. But where's Part 1 Part 1? I guess we'll have to find out. We're time traveling. Oh, would you look at that in the corner? Vacuousy's gone to sleep already. That lazy bitch. Somebody wake her up, Jesus Christ. Alright, let's go. Is this reading time? Yeah, we're reading a creepypasta. And also it's almost your bedtime trend, so you're in the right place. Ready? Steady. Go! Okay, I need your help with this. This is not my copypasta, this is a long read. But I feel like my safety or well-being could very well depend on this. This is video game related, specifically Majora's Mask. And it's the creepiest shit that has ever happened to me in my entire life. Having said that, I recently moved into my dorm room, starting as a sophomore in college, and a friend of mine gave me his old Nintendo 64 to play. I was stoked, to say the least. I could finally play all of those old games of my youth that I hadn't touched in at least a decade. His Nintendo 64 came with one yellow controller and a rather shoddy copy of Super Smash Bros. And while beggars can't be choosers, needless to say, it didn't take long until I became bored of beating up level 9 CPUs. That weekend, I decided to drive around a few neighbourhoods, about 20 minutes or so off campus, hitting up the local garage sales, hoping to score on some good deals from ignorant parents. I ended up picking up a copy of Pokemon Stadium, GoldenEye in brackets, fuck yeah, F-Zero and 2 other controllers for $2. Satisfied, I began to drive out of the neighbourhood when one last house caught my attention. I still have no idea why it did. There were no cars and there was only one table, set up with random junk on it, but something sort of drew me there. I usually trust my gut on these things, so I got out of the car and I was greeted by an old man. His outward appearance was, for a lack of better words, displeasing. It was odd. If you asked me to tell you why I thought he was displeasing, I couldn't really pinpoint anything. There was just something about him that put me on edge. I can't explain it. All I can tell you is that if it wasn't in the middle of the afternoon and there were no other people within shouting distance, I would not have even thought of approaching this man. He flashed a crooked smile at me and asked what I was looking for, and immediately I noticed he must be blind in one of his eyes. His right eye had that glazed over look about it. I forced myself to look at his left eye instead, trying not to offend, and asked if he had any old video game. I was already wondering at how I could politely excuse myself from the situation, when he would tell me he had no idea what a video game was. But to my surprise, he said he had a few ones in an old box. He assured me he'd be back in a jiffy, and turned to head back into the garage. As I watched him hobble away, I couldn't help but notice what he was selling on his table. Littered across his table were rather peculiar paintings, various artworks that looked like ink blots that a psychiatrist might show you. Curious, I looked through them. It was obvious why no one was visiting this guy's garage sale. These weren't exactly aesthetically pleasing. As I came to the last one, for some reason it almost looked like Majora's Mask, the same heart-shaped body with little spikes protruding outwards. Initially, I just thought that since I was secretly hoping to find that game at these garage sales, some Freudian bullshit was projecting itself into the ink blots. But given the events that happened afterward, I'm not so sure now. I should have asked the man about it. I wish I would have asked the man about it. Guys, can we vibe check? I'm in this story. Steve, you're a creepy old man. Stay hydrated. Okie dokie. Don't need to tell me twice. Time for me to sleep. Good night, yard. Eat be sleepy well. Guys, I'm gonna shit my pants by the end. And yeah, it might be over my tummy problems, but also, what if it's because it's just so scary? Have you guys ever been so scared that you've shit your pants? Well, maybe tonight's the night. I'm getting invested. Don't stop now. Oh, okay. Me too. Good night, Trin. Sleep well. Hi, dog. Hello. Okay, ready, steady, read. I've lost my mark. After staring at the Majora-shaped blot, I looked up and the old man was suddenly there again, arm's length in front of me, smiling at me. I'll admit I jumped out of a reflex and I laughed nervously as he handed me a Nintendo 64 cartridge. It was the standard grey colour, except that someone had written Majora on it, in a black permanent marker. I got butterflies in my stomach as I realised what a coincidence this was, and asked him to show me how much he wanted for it. The old man smiled at me and told me that I could have it for free, that it used to belong to a kid who was about my age that didn't live here anymore. There was also something weird about how the man phrased that, but I didn't pay any attention to it then. I was caught up in not only finding this game, but getting it for free. I reminded myself to be a bit Dude, I thought it was Lovecraft. What is Lovecraft? Lovecraft sounds like a witch who's gonna make a potion, and then two people drink it and they fall in love. Oh, weird fiction. Oh, I guess Lovecraftian, eh? Hey guys, sometimes it's hard to put two and two together. You don't want to test me. Like H.P. Lovecraft? Sorry guys, we're breaking immersion again. Oh, American writer. I don't think I've read any of the books. I guess that's where Lovecraftian comes from. Holy smokes. Okay, guys, back to Ben drowning. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Blah 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 blah. I reminded myself to be a bit skeptical, since this looked like a pretty shady cartridge, and there's no guarantee it would work. But then the optimist inside of me interjected that maybe it was some kind of beta version or pirated version of the game, and that was all I needed to be back on Cloud 9. I thanked the man, and the man smiled at me and wished me well, saying, "Goodbye then." At least, that's what it sounded like to me. All the way in the car ride home, I had a nagging doubt that the man had said something else. My fears were confirmed when I booted up the game. To my surprise, it worked just fine. And then there was one save file named simply Ben. Goodbye, Ben. He was saying, "Goodbye, Ben." I felt bad for the man, obviously a grandparent and obviously going senile, and I, for some reason or another, reminded him of his grandson Ben. Hi, Moonshine. Hey. Out of curiosity, I looked at the save file, eyeballing it. I could tell that he was pretty far in the game. He had almost all of the masks and 3/4 remain of bosses. I noticed that he had an owl statue to his save. He was on day 3 and by the Stone Tower Temple, with hardly an hour left before the moon would crash. I remember thinking that it was a shame that he had come so close to beating the game, but he never finished it. I made a new file named Link, out of tradition, and started the game, ready to relive my childhood. For such a shady looking game cartridge, I was impressed at how smoothly it ran. Literally just like a retail copy of the game, save for a few minor hiccups here and there, like textures being where they shouldn't, random flashes of cutscenes at odd intervals, but nothing too bad. However, the only thing that was a little unnerving was at the other times the NPC would call me Link, and at other times they would call me Ben. I figured it was just a bug, a fluke in the programming causing our files to get mixed up or something. It did kind of creep me out though, after a while. And it was around after I had beaten the Woodfall Temple that I had regrettably went into the save files and deleted Ben. I had intended to preserve the file just out of respect of the game's original owner. It's not like I needed 2 files anyway. Hoping that would solve the problem, it did, and it didn't. Now the NPCs wouldn't call me anything. Where my name should be in the dialogue, there was just a blank space. My save file name was still Link though. Frustrated, and with homework to do, I put the game down for a day. Why are there 2 vacuousies? No, because like the vacuousy the streamer, she's gone to bed, and now you guys have like the real life vacuously. That's why we're reading. Boring. Boring. Sorry. Maybe that old save file is called vacuously, and you know she's not around anymore, and now you're stuck with sugargliderathon. Yo, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Hi. Real life accuracy seems nice. Oh, did I get follow botted, or is it just a coincidence? It might be a coincidence. Why is that? Why do I think that though? It was just 2 people. Sorry, thank you for the follow. It's me throwing accusations out. It doesn't happen very often, does it? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hi. We're currently reading Ben drowned. Spoilers. Ben might drown, honestly. And then I'm going to bed. Yippee! And we go again tomorrow. Let's go! Gotta get my Kindle out again. Kindles are nice, huh? Hi, blip blop, let the pants drop. Hey! Ben Drown, brother of Martin. Yeah, shout out that Martin guy. Don't know who he is, but I know I've met a Martin before. Ahoy! Hello! There's a lot of descriptions of boobs and butts and things going inside people, but it's mostly a story about the chestiest chest to have a chest. Yo, Sarah, what are you talking about? I should be reading that one. Hello? Don't know if it's my pajamas, your lovely comfy story. Comfy? Wait, this is comfy? Oh, the dosage is ready. I hope the medications are treating you well. Okay. Ready? Steady? Guys, I should have read about large chests. You kidding me? Alright, let's go to the next part. I started playing the game again last night, getting the lens of truth and working my way towards completing the Snowhead Temple. Now, some of you more hardcore Majora Masks players, am I missing out? Guys, this isn't the story anymore, this is me. Am I missing out by not knowing anything about Majora's Mask? Probably not, right? Now, some of you more hardcore Majora's Mask players know about the 4th day glitch. For those of you that don't, Google it. Thank you, appreciate that. But the gist of it is that right as the clock is about to hit 000 on the final day, you talk to the astronomer and you look through the telescope. If you time it right, the countdown disappears and you essentially have another day to finish whatever you were doing. Guys, I think we should play Majora's Mask, and I randomly pull this out of the bag and everybody's pre-played! Guys, I've just read a creepypasta. If you time it right, the countdown disappears and you essentially have another day to finish whatever you were doing, deciding to do the glitch to try and finish the Snowhead Temple. I happened to get it right on the first try, and the time counter at the bottom disappeared. However, when I pressed the B to escape the telescope, instead of being greeted by the astronomer, I found myself in the Majora boss fight room at the end of the game, the trippy boxed-in arena, staring at Skull Kid hovering above me. There was no sound, just him floating in the air around me, and the background music, which was regular for the area, but still creepy. Immediately my palms began to sweat. This was definitely not normal. Skull Kid never appeared here. I tried moving around the area, and no matter where I went, Skull Kid would always be facing me, looking at me, not saying anything. Nothing would happen though, and this kept up for around 60 seconds. I thought the game had bugged or something, but I was beginning to doubt that very much. I was about to reach for the reset button when text appeared on my screen. You're not sure why, but you apparently had a reservation. I instantly recognized that text. You get that message when you get the room key from Anju at the Stockpot Inn, but why was it playing here? I refused to entertain the notion that it was almost as if the game was trying to communicate with me. I started to navigate the room again, testing to see if that was some sort of trigger that enabled me to interact with something here. Then I realized how stupid I was. To think that someone could reprogram the game like this was absurd. Sure enough, 15 seconds later, another message appeared on the screen. And again, like the first one, it was already a pre-existing phrase. Go to the lair of the temple's boss. Yes or no. I paused for a second, contemplating what I should press and how the game would react, when I realized that I couldn't select no. Taking a deep breath, I pressed yes, and the screen faded to white, with the words "Dawn of a New Day," with the subtext, "I'm gonna level with you." It's a punctuation that I don't know, like shit, how do I... Imagine like a square bracket without the square part, and it's just an upward line. Like that punctuation mark, it's just da-da-da-da-da, like 6 times. With a subtext da-da-da-da-da beneath it. Where I was ported to filled me with the most intense sense of dread, an impending fear I had ever experienced. Yeah, that one, that line. What's it called? It's a square bracket without the square. No, because then it's just a line, right? Thank you. Holy smokes. The only way I can describe the way I felt here is having a feeling of inexplicable depression on a profound scale. I'm normally not a depressed person, but the way I felt here was a feeling that I didn't even know existed. It was such a cruel, hi Tolo, vertical bar. When the hell would one use a vertical bar? You use a square bracket without the square? Oh, oh my god, even when I tried to explain that, no, that shouldn't make sense. Okay, no, you know what? You're allowed to question me about that one. In programming, any programmers? Not me. Okay, ready, steady, go! I'm not normally a depressed person, but the way I felt here was such a feeling I didn't even know existed. It was such a twisted, powerful presence that seemed to wash over me. In stream titles, I actually think I've used it then. I appeared in some kind of weird Twilight Zone version of Clock Tower. I walked out of the clock tower as you normally do when you start day one, only to find that all of the inhabitants were gone. Usually with the 4th day glitch, you can still find the guards and the dogs that run around outside the tower. This time, they were all gone. What replaced them was the ominous feeling that there was something out there, in the same area as me, and it was watching me. I had 4 hearts to my name and the hero's bow, but at this point, I wasn't even considered for my avatar. I felt that I was personally in some kind of danger. Perhaps the most chilling thing was the music. It was the song of healing, ripped straight from the game itself, but played in reverse. The music would get louder, building up so as if you should. Guys, I think it's time for bed if I can't read. It was ripped from the game itself, but played in reverse. Okay, building up so as if you should expect something to pop out at you, but nothing ever did. And the constant loop began to wear on my mental state. Every now and then I would hear the faint laugh of the happy masked salesman in the background, just quiet enough so I wasn't sure if I was hearing things, but just loud enough to keep me determined to find him. I looked in all 4 zones of the clock town, only to find no one. Textures were missing. West Clocktown had me walking on air. The entire area felt broken, hopelessly broken. As the reverse song of healing repeated for what must have been the 50th time, I remembered standing in the middle of South Clock Tower, realizing that I had never felt so alone in a video game before. As I walked through the ghost town, I don't know whether it was the combination of the out-of-place textures and the atmosphere and the haunting melody of the once peaceful and soothing song being butchered and distorted, but I was literally on the verge of tears and I had no idea why. I hardly ever cry. Something had gripped me here, and this powerful sense of depression that was both foreign and crippling. I tried leaving Clocktown, but every time I attempted to zone out, the screen would fade to black, and I would zone into another part of Clocktown. I tried playing my ocarina. I wanted to escape, and I did not want to be here. But every time I played the Song of Time, or the Song of Soaring, it would only say, "Your notes echo far, but nothing happens." By this point, it was obvious the game didn't want me to leave, but I had no idea why it was keeping me there. I didn't want to go inside the buildings. I felt I would be too vulnerable there to whatever I was terrified of. I don't know why, but I came up with the idea that maybe if I drowned myself in the laundry pool, I could spawn somewhere else and leave this place. As I zoned in and ran towards the pool, that's when it happened. Link grabbed his head, and the screen flashed for a brief moment of the happy masked salesman smiling at me, not Link. Me with the Skull Kid scream playing in the background, and when the screen returned, I was staring at the Link statue from playing the song of Elegy, sorry. Huh? Guys, that's when it happened. Link grabbed his head and the screen flashed for a moment. Happy man smiling, with the screen playing in the background. I screamed as the thing just stared back at me, with that haunting facial expression. I turned around and ran out and back into the South Clocktown. And to my horror, the fucking statue followed me. In the only way I can compare, is to the way the weeping angels from Doctor Who. No, I'm not even kidding when I tell you, the weeping angels traumatized me. That episode was far too fucking scary. You ask me to name one Doctor Who episode, it would be that one every single time, and it's the only one I can name. And I've seen a lot of Doctor Who episodes. A lot. I turned that shit off. Fuck those angels. Actually, though. What the hell? Every so often at random intervals, the animation would play of the statue appearing behind me. It was like the thing was chasing me. Or, I don't even want to fucking say it. Haunting me. Do I know? Wait, Empty Child. Let me search Empty Child. Doctor Who. Season 1, Episode 9. Oh, I don't remember this one. Rose and the Doctor find themselves in London in 1941 at the height of the Blitz. A mysterious cylinder is being guarded by the army, while homeless children living on the bomb sites are being terrorised by an unearthly child. Ooh, no, I don't think I remember that one. Let me see. When was Weeping Angels? Weeping Angels. Does it tell me the episode? Season 3, Episode 10. Jesus. Oh, even looking at the photos. I wonder if I watched it now, if I'd be scared. I'm not sure. Anybody watch that shit in their adulthood? I did not need as a child, with no concept of acting. The idea of people growing gas masks from their mouth. Oh, was that the concept? Huh? That would horrify me as a kid. Whoa. When was... Wait, I mean, Doctor Who's been... Is it still airing? Doctor Who... Is it still going? 26 seasons? Jesus Christ. The main one I watched was David Tennant. Pretty sure. Because that's the one that I grew up with. Okay. Let's read a teeny tiny bit more, and then... You guys have fallen asleep, right? I'm like a parent who's waiting for you guys to sleep. You guys are knocked out like a light. Yeah. Oh god, 3 of my kids are still awake. Guys, what the hell? Yeah. I'll see if that's like a good end point. Oh, okay. I've got about 5 paragraphs. No, I've got about 10 paragraphs. Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna read hardcore. Okay. Hello, Sir Duke 33. Guys, I can read. I'm reading horror. And I'm going to bed, because it's late. Hello. Guys, why is 10 o'clock my late? What the hell? I'm actually an old person. Okay. I'm speed reading. By this point, I was on the verge of hysterics, but not even once did I ever thought of turning off the console. Okay, let's try again. But not even once did the thought of turning off the console occur to me. I don't know why. I was so wrapped up in it. The terror felt all so real. I tried to shake the statue, but it would... Guys, I actually don't do well with scary stuff. What if this, like, makes me not be able to sleep tonight? Yeah. Are you guys gonna live with yourself? Probably not. I was so wrapped up in it. The terror felt all so real. I tried to shake the statue, but it would literally appear right behind me every single time. Link started to begin to make weird animations I had never seen him do. He would flail his arms around or spasm randomly, and the screen would cut to the happy masked salesman smiling again for a brief moment before I was face to face with that fucking statue again. I ended up running back to the Swordmaster's dojo and ran into the back. I don't know why, but in my panic I just wanted some kind of assurance that I'm not alone here. To my dismay, I found no one. But as I turned to leave, the statue cornered me in the cubby in the back. I tried attacking the statue with my sword, but to no avail. Confused and backed into a corner, I just stared at the statue, waiting for it to kill me. Suddenly, the screen flashed again to the happy masked salesman, and Link turned to face my screen, standing upright, mirroring the statue, looking at me along with his copy. Oh, guys, I feel like I need a blanket to protect me. Looking at me along with his copy, literally staring at me. Whatever was left of the fourth wall was completely shattered while I ran out of the dojo terrified. Suddenly the game warped me to an underground tunnel and the reverse song of healing queued up again as I was given a brief moment of rest before the statue started appearing behind me again, this time aggressively. I could only take a few stops before it would summon behind me again. I hurriedly made my way out of the tunnel and appeared in the southern clock town as I ran aimlessly in a sheer panic. Suddenly, a re-dead screamed, and the screen faded to black as dawn of a new day and... what was the punctuation called? Anyway, the vertical line, I think it's vertical line, it's back! Oh my god! Appeared again. I should have stopped you guys, I'm totally gonna be fine, I can totally sleep. It is Ben Drowned, but I've never read Majora's Mask, so... I might be missing out. Watch out. Does everybody know this fucking thing? Does everybody read this shit before? The screen faded in and I was standing on top of the clock tower with Skull Kid hovering above me again. Silent. I looked up and the moon was back, looming just meters above my head, but the Skull Kid just stared at me hauntingly with that fucking mask. A new song was playing. The Stone Tower Temple theme played in reverse. In some sort of desperate attempt, I equipped my bow and fired off a shot at the Skull Kid, and it actually hit him. I don't think he should have done that. I really don't. And he played an animation of him reeling back. I fired again, and on that third arrow, a text box appeared that said, "That won't do you any good. He." And I was picked up off the ground, levitated upwards on my back, and then Link screamed as he burst into flames, instantly killing him. I jumped when this happened. I'd never seen that move used by anyone in this game, and Skull Kid himself didn't have any moves. As the death screen played, my lifeless body still burning, the Skull Kid laughed and the screen faded to black, only to have me reappear in the same place, and I decided to charge him. But the same thing happened. Link's body was lifted off the ground by some unknown force, and he immediately burst into flames again, killing him. This time, during the death screen, the faint sounds of the reverse song of healing could be heard. And on my third and final try, I noticed that when there was no music playing this time, that there was an eerie silence. I remembered that in the original encounter with the Skull Kid, you were supposed to use the ocarina to either travel back in time or summon the giants. I attempted to play the Song of Time, but before I could hit the last note, Link's body once again horrifically exploded into flames, and he died. As the death scream neared its end, it began to chug, as if the cartridge was trying to process a lot of something. When the screen came to, it was the same scene as the first 3 times, except this time Link was lying on the ground, dead, in a position I had never seen in the game before, his head tilted towards the camera, with the Skull Kid floating above him. I couldn't move. I couldn't press any buttons. All I could do is just stare at Link's dead body. After around 30 seconds of this, the game simply fades out with the message, "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" before kicking you out to a title screen. Upon getting back to the title screen and starting again, I noticed my save file was no longer there. Instead of Link, it was replaced with "Your turn." Your turn had 3 hearts, 0 masks and no items. I selected Your Turn, and immediately when I did, I was returned to the clock tower rooftop scene, with my Link dead and the Skull Kid hovering over, with Skull Kid's laughing looping again and again. I quickly hit the reset button, and when the game booted up, there was one more save file added, below Your Turn, entitled Ben. Ben's save file is right back where it was before I deleted it, at the Stone Tower Temple with the moon almost crashing. Ah, okay. I turned the game off at that point, I'm not superstitious, but this is way too fucked up for even for me. I haven't played it all of today. Hell, I didn't even get any sleep last night. I kept hearing the reverse song of healing music in my head, and just remembering the sense of dread I felt exploring Clocktown. I drove back to the old man's house today to ask him some questions with a buddy of mine. No way I was going there alone. Only to find there's a for sale sign in the front yard. And when I rang the door, no one was home. So now I'm back here writing down the rest of my thoughts and recording what happened. Sorry if some of this has grammatical errors and whatnot. I'm running on no sleep here. I'm terrified of this game. Even more so now that I've relived it a second time writing all of this down. But I feel like there's something more to it than meets the eye. And that there's something calling to me to investigate this further. I think Ben is something in this equation, but I don't know what. And if I could get a hold of the old man, then maybe I would find some answers. I need another day or so to recuperate before tackling the game again, and it's already taken a toll on my sanity, I feel like. But next time I do this, I'm going to be recording my footage all the way through. The idea is to record only came to me towards the end. So you'll see the last few minutes of what I saw, including Skull Kid's allergy statue. But it's on YouTube here. YouTube where, motherfucker? Oh my god, it actually is? What the fuck? It's on YouTube? There's a YouTube in this? Okay, wait. There's a little bit more text before the YouTube video. I'm going to stay in this thread for a little while longer before I fall asleep to answer any questions you might have, or hopefully listen to your ideas or theories to help me shed some light into this. Or maybe things I should try to do. I think I'm going to play Ben's file tomorrow to see what happens. Maybe I was supposed to do all this all along. I don't believe in paranormal shit, but this is a little fucked up. But maybe this Ben guy is just a really good hacker or programmer. I don't want to think about the alternatives if he isn't. That's the end of this copy-paste. I'm hoping that maybe this is some kind of running gag the developers had, and that other people have gotten this gag or hacked copies of the game like this. This shit just really scares me. Alright, let's watch day 4. How many views? It's got 4 million views. This was wrote 14 years ago. Okay, let me open this in Opera. And then I'm going to bed. We're watching this and then I'm going to bed, okay? Hold. Let me get it. Hey guys, just wait. I'm a really professional streamer. Oh, you know what we should have done? We should have gone to nighttime. Oh, now it's spooky. No, we need the protection of a nice fire. Alright, let's see. Let me grab this. Watch out, guys, watch out. Okay. Are we ready? Let me turn the rain off. We're gonna get the full effect. Ready? Steady? Wait, let's actually get the full effect. Go! Oh, this doesn't seem that bad. You know, I can actually kind of see how the music would drive somebody insane. Oh, are we gonna see the encounter? With the guy getting cornered? Wait, don't you get cornered? Oh guys, it's Link! Hi! Oh, that's the statue that's supposed to be scared. Oh, I was actually like thinking weeping angels. Oh, guys, you know what? It's kind of comical now. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Did Adventurer Vac kill MGS? No, she's sleeping. OG Vac has sent her to sleep. We're reading a creepypasta story that centers around the Zelda universe, specifically Majora's Mask. And we've just read like the first part, and now we're watching the scariness that happens. So this is kind of like showing us why it's scary. But do we get the voice messages too? Wait, I looked away. Wait, this is what's... Oh, that guy's kind of freaky though. Guys, it's the skull dude we keep hearing about. Yo, I'd actually play this game. Happy birthday, thank you. Thank you. It's okay. Every day is my birthday, you know, you could say that whenever. Bro, I actually think we should listen to this music non-stop. You're gonna get trapped. I can't tell what you're trying to plan. South Clock Tower Town. Maybe this is what inspires me to play Majora's Mask. Yo, why are you playing this game vacuously? Oh, I read something on the internet. Dawn of a New Day. Oh my god, guys, it's the punctuation mark. Hey, that's Skull Kid. Hey, Skull Kid. Wow, it's the moon. Is it? Who the hell is that guy? That's like a titan. Eren Yeager. Who said that? You shouldn't do that. That won't do you any good, Guys, that's so fucked up. That's so fucked up, bro. Alright, let's try again. He's levitating. No, you know what? I will be able to sleep tonight. Thanks for this. Alright, we're almost there. The barbecue. There has to be like, if I can get Link in there. Link-a-cue. Huh? When did you get that instrument? Guys, I could literally pull out my ocarina. I don't think it's within reaching distance. And I don't want to turn a light on. But I've got one. Oh, hello. Oh, he's sleeping. He's just like vacuously. Oh, look, two homies sleeping it out. Hunk shoo, hunk shoo, hunk shoo. He wants to sleep on the sofa too. It's beautiful. And that's how vacuously put her community to sleep. You've been met with a terrible fate. Guys, that was Majora's Mask. Holy smokes. Do I get to see Ben's save file? Hey! Guys, I love this song! Okay. Okay. Yeah. Like crisscross applesauce, so baby caress me with a doo-doo. With a tuxedo. Hey guys, I love that. Does anyone know what that song is called? Where they've sampled it? What the fuck? They've got a 36-minute video? You think we're watching that? Yo, Ben, you're fucked, my guy. He's actually gonna get shafted. You're watching somebody else play Ocarina. It's Majora's Mask, actually. We've been reading a creepypasta of Majora's Mask. And in the creepypasta there was a video that brought it together. So that was day 4, everybody. And then we have Ben Drowned Part 2. Ben. But I don't know what element of the story is. I think we read maybe a third of it, to be fair. That was that. Well, guys, that was that. And on that note, this vacuously is out. And the other vacuously, I guess, she honk shoeing. Honk shoe, honk shoe. Good story. Guys, I guess we'll never know how it ends. Holy smokes. I love how the cozy vibes will turn into screaming and horror music. Yo, you have to blame the playthrough, not me. Come on. Well, tomorrow we'll be live. We'll do origami in the morning. And yeah, we'll see where the day takes us. And probably some more Ender Magnolia and Blueprints. I kind of would like to grind a game at some point. We do have a drawing to do and some community games, but they might be a bit later on. We'll also be doing quiz in the afternoon, so set your alarm for 2 p.m. BST time or 3 p.m. BST time, which is like 15 hours from now, give or take. Okay. Oh, I was trying to stall until 5:30, but hey, it's good enough for me. Okie dokie, I'm going to end the stream. And I'm going to turn my PC off. And then I'm going to tuck myself in bed. And I'll be back around probably like 8 a.m. my time. And it's 10:30 now for reference. Good night forever. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out today. Thank you for all the kind birthday messages. And the money. And also the cute little fan art and kind words. Yeah. Okay. Everybody enjoy the rest of your night. I'm not going to raid anybody. You guys are going to be going to sleep in the chat room together. Okay. She liked mine best. Yeah, Steve, it's not a competition, but I think you might have pulled a head around her head. I can't speak anymore. Anyway, you guys know that I'm bad with words, but I'm really good at pressing that one little button that stops my stream. See you tomorrow. And I hope Ben, Link, and Skull Kid don't get you in your sleep. Watch your fucking back, okay? Or else you're gonna drown like Ben.